Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you some more Path of Exile, Settlers of Kalguur, and we just completed Realized Realms, so we figured out how to defeat a tier 17 boss so that we could get the 6-slot map device, and then we used 10 chisels. That one's super easy. We've been getting chisels from a lot of different bosses, but knocking out the tier 17 that and defeating the Maven, of course, those were the hard parts. So now we have the 6th slot. We're still grinding away at Arduous Atlas, and I believe some boats have come in. So let's check out Kingsmarch. All right, we got 3 boats, and we have an Exalt down here. We have a bunch of tattoos and 8 Chaos Orbs. No Divines. The other boat has even less, ouch, 6 Chaos Orbs. And our last boat has a lot of stuff. We got 2 Exalts, 6 Chaos. Does not look like we have any Divines, but we do have a bunch of armor that we can toss into disenchanting. All right, and oh, nice. It looks like all of them are done. We have a whole bunch of mats. Oh no, an Atlas runner died. I did 1% maps for the B team. These are all tier 3s. It was a tier 3 with 1% chance, and somebody died. Even the C team with only 4 members made it through. Because I'm only running these guys over here because I want the Bandit King to hijack. Because I'm pretty sure the first time I try that fight, I'll knock out one of the 2 conditions for that challenge. Look at that. We got a Divine Orb from white maps. Got an Exalted Orb. Let's transmute it. Crafty currency, Orb of Transmutation, complete, perfect. Alright, so let's take a quick break to knock out another challenge. We picked up an Orb of Alchemy. We have a completely normal white item, Plated Gauntlets. It's 3-linked. I'd like to see if we get something nice. It's okay. But beginner's basics, we used an Orb of Alchemy and Crafty currency, which is also the same thing. Use an Orb of Alchemy. Crafty currency, Orb of Augmentation. So I added, I believe, a prefix to one of our tinctures. Crafty currency, Orb of Alteration. So we use the crafting bench to put 20 to maximum life on the helmet, and it used an alteration orb. Crafty currency, Jeweler's Orb. Come on, there you go. Crafty currency, Chromatic Orb. Alright, so I bought some maps from Kirak, and this one here, the Colosseum, it's blue, which I'm going to use an Orb of Scouring to make it go back to normal. I like that better. And we're going to turn into a rare so that we get bonus credit for it. Yellow maps require it to be a rare map. The white maps only require them to be magic. So these 2 are both Kiraks, which have an item quantity equal to the item rarity, which these replaced the Zana maps. These were good for low-level juiced maps, so we're going to use an alteration to add a prefix and a suffix to it because they were missing. Okay, and we're also going to use our 1 Regal Orb. Which one has more? Item quantity 44. This one has 48. We're going to Regal this one and upgrade it from blue to rare. So now we have a rare one with really good item quantity on it. Also, since we used a Scouring and a Regal Orb, let me use a Fusing. I wanted to see if I can 3-link my wand. There we go. And I didn't get credit because I accidentally used a Fusing on the shield off screen, like off camera when I wasn't recording. I was just trying to fill something in, so I kicked myself pretty hard for that one. Crafty currency, Orb of Chance. Divine Orb. Alright, so we're sitting at 144 out of 150. So 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Nope, we're gonna be missing one. Divine Orb. Divine Orb. We got 2. Nice. A Ventor's Gamble. Wow, that's kind of cool. All right, and we are sitting at, yep, 149 out of 150. So we're still trying to trigger the Bandit King so that we can get credit for one of the challenges at the very bottom, the challenging competitors. So I have not fought Sasan yet. All right, guys, so my Molten Strike of the Zenith character is getting ready to transition to Chaos. And before I fully transition to Chaos, of course, I need to buy the replica Aberrons, and I need to make the sword. So I'm going to make the sword first, then save up money for the Aberrons, and then switch my character to Chaos before gimping it. What I did is I got a Lion Sword instead of a Reaver Sword. Reaver Swords have 60% accuracy and a little bit better attacks per second. But I prefer the Lion Sword. It has 50 to strength and dex. So those 50 dex points, what you can do is you can use the tattoos to cover up 50 of your, well, this is the wrong character I'm on right now, but you can cover up 5 of these dex nodes with percentage to global accuracy. So I prefer to do that. And before I get started on this, let's see, I bought this sword with a fractured tier 1 perfect base on strength. So what I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to scour it. And now we have the Lion Sword, and it has the fractured perfect tier 1 strength on it. Let me switch characters because I feel like this craft should be done on the correct character. All right, and then this is what I meant for the 50 dex you get on the sword. You can cover up 50 or 5 of these dex nodes and then turn them into the increased global accuracy. So in a way, the Lion Sword is more strength. It is 50 more strength and 25% global accuracy instead of 60% global accuracy. As long as we're more than our HP, we're fine on accuracy, really. I forgot I left these 2 guys here so that I could record valing these. It's 2020 faster, 2023. 2020 culling is stayed the same. That's fine by me. And put these back into our sword. This is the one that we're using right now. Has triple LE, attack speed, and spell damage on it. It's nothing that special. The one we were using before was the Rakiatas, which has cold and lightning attack speed, but it inverts monster elemental resistances, which worked really well. And I got lucky. This one was 6-linked, it was foil, and it was only 1 div, so I got really lucky on this one. This one was only 90, has massive elemental damage. The next one in the same tier was like 5 div, so I thought it was worth the 90 chaos. I can probably sell it for more, but right now what we're working on is the craft. This craft, okay, we have the sword now. It is just the fractured base, so we need to grab the essences of woes that we have. I bought a veiled orb, which is ridiculously expensive, but we can also use that for one of our challenges. Let me do this so that we can see. We're trying to get tier 1 spell damage, of course, but also tier 1 chaos. And it's really important that you get a sword that is eye level 83 or higher. If it's 82, it cannot roll the chaos tier 1 flat damage. All right, I had to buy some more essences of woe because we did not hit tier 1 chaos flat. Had to buy some more. Having bad luck on the chaos roll. Another 27. This is rough. Oof. Big oof. Another 27. Another 27. Let's go chaos. Another 27, having really bad luck. Okay, another 27. This is getting rough, guys. There we go, finally. Okay. So now we have tier 1 strength, we have the essence for spell damage, and we have tier 1 chaos damage. There we go. These are the ones that we needed on the sword, definitely. All right, so this is the scary part. Yeah, we spent a lot on those essences of woes. I am not the crafting type. I don't like gambling at all, right? So the next step in this is we're going to use our Veiled Orb, which cost me 13 divines. The only reason why I'm doing this is because one of our quests requires us to use 6 of these items, and these are all over at least 5 divs. Some of them are a couple of chaos, like the ones that I've picked up. Sacred Orb, and I believe Orb of Conflict. I've gotten those as drops myself. But the Veiled Orb, to do this technique, costs 13 divs, so this is pretty scary for me. I really don't enjoy the gambling portion of crafting, but from what I understand, I'm pretty sure the quality on the sword doesn't affect anything, but let's put this guy up to 20. Maybe that gives us a little bit better luck. This is a 50-50, so we're going to put the sword in. We're going to lock our prefixes, so this will be a suffix, right? All right, so if we have 2 suffixes. So when we attach, prefixes cannot be changed. This counts as a suffix. So that gives it 3 suffixes. Then when we veil it, it should only be able to turn into a prefix, from what I understand. And also prefixes cannot be changed. It costs 2 divine just to do this one craft. And I know I need to do this twice. So let me just look at this real quick, and when I feel like I'm okay, I'll hit the button. All right, let's go. Ouch. Crafty currency, divine orb. So that was one of our quests. We have prefixes cannot be changed, and master crafted suffix, suffix. Can't have another suffix. It only has a prefix. We're gonna veil it. All right, extravagant equipment veil orb. This one should be a prefix. Let's go to Jun, and let's hope unveil for the chaos pen. And we didn't get it. Oh, we didn't get it. Critical strike multiplier while a rare or unique enemy is nearby. 39% chance to deal double damage while focused. That was the one I was going to craft on, and that's too bad. We needed this one to roll penetrates chaos resistance, but it isn't bricked. It's just not perfect. People who have too much currency, in-game currency, like divines and stuff like that, they will scour and then they'll veil it again. But this was 13 div for me, so I'm gonna go for the 39 chance to deal double damage while focused. That was the one we were going to craft on it. Yeah, I mean, this is a prefix, right? No, it gave us a suffix. That's the problem. Okay. So we have 3 suffixes and 2 prefixes. So even though we did prefixes cannot be changed and it counted as a suffix, the veil orb 50-50. It is still 50-50. That's what I understood. We got unlucky. We rolled a suffix. So, like, the only thing we can do, like, because we unfortunately, yeah, we don't have attack speed on it, and we probably can't put a good prefix on this guy either, right? Leech, mana, fizz damage, damage over time, LA damage with attacks, fire, like all of this is... I guess we could craft the attacks with this weapon penetrate 11 to 13 chaos res. That is fine. We cannot re-roll suffixes for attack speed. Yeah, we can craft, but instead of attack speed, we have dex on our sword. And I believe if I do an annul, it can't get rid of the suffix. We have a 50-50 to brick the item, and we would have to start over, which would be rough because if we get rid of the suffix for dexterity, then we can do prefixes cannot be changed. We can reforge speed, but it will get rid of our veiled mod, which is the 13 div mod. So I guess the best way that we can do this is, you know, just deal with it. We don't have attack speed, we have dexterity, and we can do the chaos penetration craft. And we got 12%. Okay. So we got spell damage, chaos damage, 39% chance to deal double damage, and penetrate 12% chaos resistance. The only bummer is that we have dex and not attack speed on the sword. What's a really big bummer is when I read that the prefixes cannot be changed was a suffix, and I thought 3 suffixes means we're going to hit a prefix. What I probably should have done is locked prefixes, rerolled suffixes speed, locked prefixes, and then I should have veil orbed it. So it's unfortunate. I did one step that I should have understood. I should have done that step first, but the instructions on the internet are really confusing, to tell you guys the truth. And I'm not really good at crafting. This is the most expensive craft I've ever done with 13 divs. So we'll save this sword for now when we save up enough for the replica Aberrons and switch this character to chaos. And since we knocked out the Veil Orb on extravagant equipment and we had to use a Divine Orb to do prefixes cannot be changed, we only have 2 more for crafty currency, Exalted Orb and Blessed Orb. So let me see, do we have anything? I don't think I have anything on this character that can be blessed because we have a Cogworth ring and Kalandra's Touch, and we have a synth base. Yeah, they're both synth bases. We do have a couple of items that have an open slot. This one is full. The cog ring is, yep, it's full. Prefix, prefix, suffix, suffix, suffix. Though we have room on our boots. These boots are probably boots that I should replace, but we're doing it one at a time. The replace is going to be the Aberrons, so it has a slot. We have 2 prefixes, 3 suffixes. Boom, Exalted Orb. What did we add? We added the energy shield, I believe. Yeah, the armor and energy shield is the prefix we just slammed on here. And then let me see. Blessed Orb is like the Divine Orb. The Divine Orb rerolls the entire item. The Blessed Orb, where do we have them? We have a bunch of them. It randomizes only the implicit, so above the line. I don't think you can bless the Eater of Worlds abilities. All right, we do have room on our belt for an Exalt. We got 390 to armor. And I went ahead and I switched over to my my Mjolnir Hierophant. We have an open prefix on our amulet. Let's go. We got 6 to max life. Okay. We have the implicit of 16 to all attributes, which is max. It can roll between 10 and 16. It is 16, so we don't need to bless this one. The cold resistance on the ring can roll between 20 and 30, so we can bless this guy and try to get 30 cold resistance. That's 5 extra cold resistance. And crafty currency. So we did 23, 26, 26, 27, 30. There we go. Now it has a perfect implicit, and I believe that's it, right? Oh, I guess we can get another 4 to strength on our belt as well. 35, 1 try. Perfect. So we got 25 to 35, we got 35 to strength, we got 30 to cold, and we got 16 to all attributes. We used all of the items for crafty currency on both of our characters. I really like the totem is coming along. It's getting bigger now. We are sitting at 29, and at 31 we're gonna get another totem piece. Very exciting.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation, and consider leaving a boom in the comment section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.